What does it mean to be human? What are we actually? You see, at first, the answer seems very simple. One might say a human being is a living creature, a body with mind, a person with thoughts, feelings, memories and dreams and all the blah 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 stuff. But the more closely we look at this, the answer will become entirely different. You see, a stone is what it is. A tree grows without asking why. A bird flies and never wonders if it should have flown somewhere else and things like that. But only a human can stand in the middle of life and ask, what is the point of any of this? That is the first absurdity. We are creatures born from nature, yet we refuse to be natural. We are part of existence, yet we spend our whole life trying to explain existence. We arrive without permission, stay without understanding why, and leave without an agreement. You see, a human being is only animal that needs a reason to exist. We all keep searching for reason, but what is the reason? Look carefully. A child is born. Before the child can speak, the world begins its work. A name is given, a language is taught, good and bad are explained, success and failure are measured, dreams are handed over like a family tradition. Slowly, the child learns to answer a question that was never asked. Who are you? The answer comes quickly. I am this family, I am this country, I am this job, I am this belief, this story and all the blah 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 stuff. But are these things a human being, or are they clothes placed upon a naked fact? You see, take away the name, take away the job, take away the wealth, take away the reputation, take away the memories. What remains? You see, you are not what you know, you are that on which both knowing and the person who is having the knowledge exists. You are neither knowledge nor ignorance nor bliss nor that nor this. You are that self-aware reality on which all that you name exists. You see, the strange thing is that we spend our whole lives protecting things that were added to us after we arrived. And this is the thing. And the second absurdity is even more astonishing. We fight for these ideas that existed before we were born and will continue after we die also. We destroy friendships over opinions, we destroy nations over symbols, we destroy ourselves trying to become someone we invented. A human being can suffer for something that does not physically exist, and that is the absurdity. You see, money is a paper, status is imagination, fame is other people's memory, power is agreement, yet these invisible things rule visible lives. How did this happen? Because thought has a peculiar gift. Thought can create a world that is not here. A body lives in the present, a mind rarely does. Mind lives somewhere else. The body eats when it's hungry, the mind worries about the next year. The body sleeps when it is tired, the mind replays yesterday. The body knows only this moment. The mind travels across time and returns carrying fear, regret, hope and disappointment. So a human lives in two worlds. One in real, the other is imagined. And very often the imagined world becomes stronger than the real one. But let me tell you something, you are not the world nor the one who is imagining. You are the self-aware reality, which is the substratum on which the person who is imagining and the imagination takes place. A person can sit safely in a room and suffer because of conversation that has not happened. A person can ruin today because of yesterday. A person can sacrifice an entire life for a tomorrow that never arrives. This is how the absurdity grows. We chase happiness. When we find it, we fear losing it. We chase love. When we find it, we fear rejection or cheating. When we chase success, we find it, but we discover somewhere else to go or someone else to attain or things to do and blah blah blah. Every achievement creates another moment, another mountain actually. Every answer creates another question. Every arrival becomes another departure. It is as if human life is a race where the finish line moves every time we come closer. Why? Why all these things happen? Why are we so obsessed with all these things in the world? Because desire survives by remaining unsatisfied. If every wish ended completely, the search would stop. But the human mind cannot remain still. It needs another goal, another victory, another identity, another meaning. Even me, after reading one book, I was like, okay, let me read one more book. Even spiritual people are like that. One more guru, one more ashram, one more organization, one more that, one more selfless activity, and all the blah 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 stuff. You see, it keeps building ladders without asking where the wall leads. Then comes the even greater absurdity of all, which is death. Every human being knows the ending. No one escapes it. Whether you are God or a devil, you will go through the same door. The rich and the poor, the wise and the foolish, the loud and the forgotten. Everything gathered must be left behind. The body returns to silence. The voice disappears. The stories fade, including me. Even memory has an ending. And yet, knowing this, we behave as though permanence can be negotiated. It is like Doctor Strange, going and negotiating with that, I forgot its name. In that movie, he goes negotiates with a big creature. You see, we build monuments, we write books, we collect possessions, we search for ways to be remembered. Perhaps this is not because we love life, perhaps it is because we cannot accept that life does not belong to us. Life happens on you, you are not life. So we ask the oldest question, why? Why are we here? Why do we suffer? Why do we love? Why do we lose? And all the blah 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 stuff. Or why do we even exist in the first place? And the universe answers with complete silence. The universe is like a person who is fed up with all of us, he does not want to answer. This silence frightens the human mind. It wants certainty, it wants instruction, it wants a final explanation, but the silence is not hiding an answer. The silence is the answer. Existence simply is. The stars do not explain themselves. The ocean do not justify their waves. The wind does not defend its directions and all the blah 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 stuff. Only humans believe that existence owns them a reason. But look again. Does a flower ask, explain me, why should I bloom? Did the rain ask, why should I fall? Does a heartbeat explain, why should I beat for this person who doesn't even understand anything? None of these things ask a question. But you see, explanation is another human invention, another net thrown over a sea too large to catch. Maybe the absurdity is that life has no obvious meaning. Maybe the absurdity is that we demand one. We want the universe to speak our language. That is our stupidity. We are all utter idiots. We want infinity to fit inside a thought. We want mystery to become certainty. But the more we demand, the less we see. Because life is happening while we are asking what life means. The sunset does not wait for our philosophy. The seasons do not pause for our confusion. Breath enters, breath leaves, and the heart continues its work. The earth turns, existence goes on. And perhaps the final truth is smaller than we imagined actually. A human being is not a fixed identity, not a collection of beliefs, not a history, not a future, and all those things. A human being is a brief event in an ancient universe. A movement, a pattern, a flame appearing for a moment before returning into darkness. We laugh, we cry, we build, we break, we meet, we part, and all the blah 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 stuff. But you are not what you know. You are the substratum on which even the universe is existing. Because the moment you name it, you are beyond it. We ask impossible questions, then we disappear. The absurdity of being human is that we spend our lives trying to escape this simple fact. But the bare fact remains. We arrived without knowing, we will leave without knowing. Between those two mysteries, we create names, nations, religions, dreams, victories, failures, and stories to make the distance feel smaller. And perhaps that is what it means to be human. Not to solve the mystery, not to conquer silence, not to discover a final meaning and things like that, but to stand in the middle of an unknowable existence, aware that nothing is certain, aware that everything passes, aware that every answer may come, every answer may never come, and still to open our eyes to each morning and continue. But let me tell you something, you are not the one who is opening the eyes. You are that on which the eye is even existing. That is the truth, or that is the absurdity, or that is the beauty. That is the bare fact of being human. Being human exists on you. You are neither human nor being nor this nor that. You are the self-aware reality, which is the substratum on which all those things that you name exist. And this is the truth. So ultimately, I will conclude my speech by saying that follow the message, not the messenger. You are the self-aware reality, which is the substratum of all, whether you like it or not, or believe it or not. Thank you.